screaming, I love you. Down deep, you know there ain't no blow up. So DK was DOA, yeah, I know what you here for now. Was I your idea? Now the so whether or not you know it's true, yo, who they think they do? That must hurt real bad, picking what you wish you had. Me, I'm a creator, thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a blaze up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker, know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play out cards. Yeah, all the folks come asking about me. Bandwagon and they used to doubt me. Blindside and they hit real hard. You need the one to get a bodyguard. Steady friction in this creeping in just like an itch. So far I got the last laugh, the wrist rise up, still I live fast. Wouldn't know it, it's too fast. Got a soul, ain't got no taste. Moving and speed up the pace. I gotta lock the water ways. All the darkest in the fair. Water walk if it gets you there. On the grind till the jig is up. I'ma smash them down, put them along like what? Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a blaze up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play our cards. Me, I'm a creator. Thrillers to make it up. The rules I break got me a blaze up on the radar. Me, I'm a taker. Know what the stakes are. Can't roll it back, it's understood. Got to play our cards.
And now, presented by Sprite, the 2K pregame show.
Along with the big Aristotle, Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. And tonight, it'll be the Philadelphia 76ers going up against the Toronto Raptors at Air Canada Centre. For Toronto, coming into this matchup with no shortage of confidence, they won all 4 games against this team last season. Man, this running Raptor team, they're young, they're energetic. Man, how do you slow them down if you're playing them?
Well, you have to contain the
basketball fans, please welcome your Toronto Raptors! And now, your starting lineup. Starting at small forward, at 6'9", number 3, James Johnson. From Washington, a 6'6" guard, number 31, Terrence Ross. The other forward, standing 6'8", number 5, Damari Carroll. Number 17, the big man in the middle. He's a 7-foot center from Lithuania. This is Jonas Valanciunas. From Villanova, a 6-foot guard, number 7.
And welcome everyone to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan.
You can feel the energy here in Air Canada Centre. The Raptors looking to please their fans in this Eastern Conference matchup. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. Last year was a lopsided affair as they were able to take all 4 games in the series, earning the sweep.
Well, from their sweep of this season series a year ago, pretty clear why one team wound up in the postseason and the other one went home.
A look at the 76ers starting group. They've got Dub, Robert Covington out there with Nerlens Noel. Then it's Hollis Thompson. And it's Roten in at the guard position. And stolen by Noel. Here's Covington. He's guarded by Johnson. Okafor with the screen on Lowry. Roten kicks to Thompson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Well, Steve just mentioned the ease with which they handled this opponent last season, Clark.
Well, the series between them really was quite ugly. I mean, not very competitive at all. As you would have guessed from looking at the standings at the end of the year, this was very one-sided.
It sure was.
DeMarre Carroll last season a consistent starter for the first time in his NBA career. He really turned the corner with his three-point shot, providing a great complement to his high-energy play.
And it's Okafor missing. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Dwayne Casey. Coach said that even though this is the first meeting of the year, he didn't expect there to be much of a feeling out period between the teams. He said, listen, we have a group of guys that can all score and do it in a hurry. I expect us to come right at them and test their defense early on. They'll definitely be on the attack, guys.
Okay, Doris, thanks. And it seems that the offensive game plan will be the key for them tonight, guys.
Well, I'm sure they feel if they can execute their offense effectively, they'll be the ones controlling this game from start to finish.
And they have a good reason to feel that way, Steve. Offensively, they are a well-oiled machine when it's working.
And Carroll known as the junkyard dog for his hustle style.
Really an athletic energy guy, Kevin. I mean, he can rebound, he runs, he finishes around the rim. Always a hard worker. So no surprise that he's been able to expand his game to be more complete offensively.
Outside Lowry. Left side Lowry. Johnson outside. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The defense left him just a little window to get through, and he just ducked in for the layup. Terrific job.
James Johnson out of Wake Forest, drafted 16th by the Bulls back in 2009. He bounced around the league, spent some time in the D-League, but found his niche last season as a valued bench contributor for the Grizzlies.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Roten kicks to Okafor. And he makes good on the layup.
You gotta love the low post offense. That was beautiful.
Raptors trail by 4.
And Johnson, you know, really embracing the defensive culture in Memphis. An impressive rate of blocked shots for a wing player he has. And Coach Yeager said his energy was really infectious. He always knows where his teammate's going to be. And, Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Here's Covington. And DeMarre Carroll is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Ross. Shot clock at 6. Feeds it to Covington for the 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia. And James Johnson had said earlier in his career he might have taken things for granted. But, Steve, he's found that now for his own motivation.
Yeah, spending time in the D-League will give you perspective. You know, he's also had a son. Now he stays in the gym all day, really appreciating this opportunity.
Here is Ross. Philadelphia able to drain the 3. Johnson with a screen on Thompson. Here's Ross. Again, Toronto.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
Looking at Philadelphia, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Bulls.
And, Kevin, when you don't take advantage of your trips to the free throw line, which they definitely did not, it's tough to recover from.
Yeah, it sure is. I mean, they left a lot of cheese and lettuce at that foul line.
Not to mention some ham and turkey, Clark. Tony Roden, an athletic slashing guard. He got the chance to play extensively last season with the Sixers, but the lack of refinement on his jumper made him more of a volume scorer.
And Roten given the chance last season, Clark, to play through his mistakes and gain some confidence.
And I thought his decision-making, while a question mark, Kevin, early, has started to get a little bit better. He's an athletic guard who really does a nice job attacking the rim.
Okafor with the block, and they get it back. That one goes. Count it. Here's Roten. He's coming off a 19-point game against Chicago. He kicks to Covington. Noel down low. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Noel missing. To Toronto, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Ross on the wing. Coming off a stellar performance against Washington. Here's Carroll, stolen by Thompson. And now Philadelphia on the break. Thompson with the ball, and slam dunk by Noel.
What a beautiful pass to set that one up.
The pass might have been pretty, but the finish, I thought, Clark, angry.
That's a heck of a combination. Pretty pass and an angry punch.
I would call it an irate finish even.
And so here's Toronto. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Outside Lowry. Johnson right side. Shot clock at 6. Ross against Thompson. No good from Ross. The 76ers leading by 4. On the wing, Thompson. He's guarded by Johnson. There's the pass to Covington. Back to Thompson. Sinks that one from the post. Thompson's got his second basket of the night.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
I just loved the rhythm they got into offensively. I mean, they really started to click from the outset, and it carried through the whole way.
And that result was indeed impressive. They basically cruised all the way home.
Now here is Lowry. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for them in that Wizards game. Here's Johnson. Pass to Carroll. Valanciunas inside. Noel on him. Here's Lowry, and he gets it to go. The 76ers leading by 4. Okafor sets the pick for Roten. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But, Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Now here's Johnson. Passes to Valanciunas. Here's Carroll. He's covered by Thompson. Carroll dishes to Lowry. And stolen by Roten. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. And Toronto will go for a different look here. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Johnson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for DeMar Carroll. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Ross. Here's Stauskas. Here's Kanan. Can't hit from in close.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one. Boy, extremely opportunistic defense leading to those points there.
That dunk, Clark, coming within seconds of the steal.
Love the way they convert from defense to offense.
But that's what happens when you get all 5 guys on a string defensively ready to react and make a play. Boy, nice work inside. Tough to get that shot over a big defender like that.
Oh, that takes skill and creativity, Steve, particularly on the release to make sure he doesn't get a hand on it.
Here's Kanan. Here's Grant. Luis Scola with the rebound.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
Toronto, Canada, the home for the NBA All-Star Game next season, and we know how global the NBA is. A lot of excitement and anticipation here in the T-Dot for a celebration of basketball. You can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, that's big. I mean, you negate a basket at one end, scored at the other. Now is when the momentum can really shift.
Now here is Lowry. 6 points for him. Scola. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
And Toronto, guys, not necessarily viewed as a free agent destination in the NBA. But, Steve, it's a diverse city with a lot to offer.
And not least of which, Kevin, a vibrant nightlife, which I know you have enjoyed on occasion. But look, the Raptors, you know, they have a terrific home record, particularly on Sunday matinee games. A lot of speculation that visiting players maybe were out a little bit too late the night before. Who knows? Maybe you even ran into
Steve, where are you getting this stuff from, man? You are reaching.
Clark and I are watching tape is what we're doing, right?
That's exactly what we're doing.
Getting ready for the broadcast.
Enjoying the 4 walls of the hotel room.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Joseph, the pass to Patterson. 6 to shoot. But they'll get another chance. The second effort, and it's laid up and in by DeRozan. DeRozan's got his second basket of the night.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
The screen from Thompson. Pass to Stauskas. Out to the right wing. Here's Kanan. Good on the 13-footer. Cannon's got his first basket of the night. There's 49 seconds left here in the first quarter. Scola sets a screen for Lowry. He dishes it to Scola. The feed to DeRozan. Back to Scola. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Here's Kanan. Stolen by Joseph. There's 21 seconds left to play in the first. He feeds it to Lowry. Patterson setting the pick for Lowry. There's the dish to Scola. Clock at 6. On the wing, DeRozan. Takes it off the glass. DeRozan's got 6.
You know, the height difference there is huge, but he canceled it out with great body control in the air.
Exactly, Steve. He got to the hoop and wouldn't allow himself to be manhandled by the big boy.
And the shot is good.
Boy, has there been any defense played yet in this game?
Nope, this game has been all about rapid-fire offense early.
A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Raptors ending the first quarter on a 15-6 run. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto.
The NBA season blasts off. The San Antonio Spurs go up against Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors this Tuesday, 10:30 Eastern, 7:30 Pacific.
Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And from what we've seen so far from the Raptors, guys, your thoughts?
And the key has been the second chance points. You look at this team, the hustle that they play with, very impressive in that first quarter.
Well, it's showing up on the scoreboard. I mean, you get second chance points like that, it can add to your totals and also demoralize your opponent.
The 76ers trail by 3. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So the Raptors 5 right now. Corey Joseph is out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Johnson. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Carroll in at the 3, the small forward.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Toronto shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Johnson sets the screen for Joseph. Dishes to Valanciunas. Up and in on the way. Valanciunas has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
I think it's time to make some adjustments defensively, Clark. I mean, what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Kanan. Kicks it to Grant. This one for 3. Offensive rebound. Embiid, no good. Raptors with the lead. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul called on the Philadelphia 76ers. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Raptors?
How about the work on the offensive glass to this point, guys?
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And he knocks down the first one.
I think looking at the Sixers, anytime that you go through a 21-game losing streak during any point of the season, you know you're going to be near the bottom of the conference standing.
The 76ers making a switch here. Noel's checked in for Thompson. Thompson comes in for Grant. McRae's checked in for Stauskas. And it's Tony Roten in for Isaiah Cannon. Roten, Toronto grabs the miss. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight.
What is surprising about the 76ers last year, they had the long losing streak, but somehow managed not to finish at the bottom of the East.
Roten with it. There's the pick. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Well, thinking of Philly in the East again, Clark, the fact that they didn't finish dead last after that losing streak says more about the conference than the 76ers.
Well, I guess I could agree with that. I mean, if you go 14-38 against the rest of the East like the 76ers did, you expect to be at the bottom, but amazingly they avoided that last year. Actually, I will agree. It was more of a testament to the East and its lack of quality play.
Let's check out what Doris Burke has for us.
Kevin, DeMar DeRozan, a first-time All-Star in 2014. He's learned from veterans like Kobe the value of watching film. He said, quote, "I'm reading situations better, understanding what I have to do, not just for myself, but the next person on the team. I'm more confident in every decision I make on both ends." Guys, the difference is clearly evident.
Yeah, scoring more efficiently and improving as a passer, Doris. Thanks. Toronto calls timeout. And during the timeout, both coaches getting a chance here to review the strategy at this point of the game along with the discussions. Also some rehydration going on with Gatorade. Everyone trying to bring their top game here tonight.
Yeah, that's why you see the trainers going around to every player, making sure they're hydrated, they're getting enough to drink during the game. And so important to hydrate yourself and keep yourself strong and ready to play for these big minutes down the stretch.
The 76ers making a switch here. Okafor's checked in. They double-team Johnson. Joseph with the ball, and Roten picks him up defensively. 6 on the shot clock. That's good. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 8 now for the Raptors.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now, here's Roten. Off the mark from 16 feet out.
Nice little lead they're enjoying here, and they deserve it with all the work they put in on the glass.
Yeah, big margin for them in the rebounding department. They've completely dominated the boards here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Yeah, not a lot you can do defensively when they continue to get the ball inside and get these easy shots.
Here's Carroll. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. No good from Ross. Here's McCray. He's guarded by Johnson. And it's Okafor missing. The Raptors have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second quarter. And Joseph kicks to Johnson. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. With a pause in the action, let's show you the teams that were best from the line last season. 5th, the Raptors.
Boy, Kevin, I thought their coach really did a fantastic job of getting all of the guys on the team to realize the importance of free throws. You know, last year where they were great, excellent from the line. This year, they're hoping to do even better.
Picked by Okafor. Roten dishes to Thompson. Hits it from three-point range. Thompson's got 8 points.
They can't afford to give him that kind of look.
Well, it came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to fight over the top of that.
Hollis Thompson is a slender 6'8" swing man out of Georgetown. And, you know, with his quickness and athleticism, I think he's got the ability to defend 2s and 3s and maybe, in time, point guard.
Good on the shot. He's got 12. The 76ers trail by 9. Roten, the pass to Thompson. Here's McCray. Feeds it to Okafor. The pass to McCray. Off target from outside. In Toronto, they've gotten all but one of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Noel. Now here's Joseph. He kicks to Ross. Now the 76ers on the break. Here's Roten. Rebound by the Raptors.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Boy, he is a strong finisher on the fast break.
Yeah, he sure is. He remains in total control, even at full speed. I love that about him.
And the 76ers call time here.
You know, the Sixers have really undergone a complete reversal in recent years from a team with a very old-school, traditional front office to a team that's now focused on the science and analytics of winning basketball. And quite honestly, guys, we're seeing more and more teams embrace the analytics side of things.
Well, Kevin, a look here at last year in the NBA where the Raptors ranked. 5th in free throw percentage, 7th in opponent points per game, and they were top 10 in three-point shooting. That's a huge part of their offensive attack.
I was just really impressed with the free throw shooting that you mentioned. Top 5 in the league in free throw percentage. Says a lot about their concentration and their focus as a team. And this is a key part of the game for this team. They've got to get to the line and knock them down to have a chance to win.
Now here's Okafor. And he drops it in from the low post. And for the Sixers, their new stat-driven decision-making permeates the organization from ownership, Steve, to the front office, all the way down to the coaching staff.
Well, it's where the league seems to be going, Kevin. You know, teams are trying to think further ahead and see opportunities for strategic advantages. But, look, it's still a balance. You've got to have chemistry and coaching, and those numbers will come in play. But they can't be the be-all, end-all.
Johnson gets the bucket.
They've shown effort and aggression in the paint right from the tip. Their rebounding edge is impressive.
And I'll tell you what, they've turned a lot of those rebounds into points at the other end.
Here's Okafor, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on Jonas Valanciunas. For Philadelphia, they have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line. No good on that one. It's been a while since the Raptors were legitimately viewed as a threat in the East, but last year, they were one of the top teams.
Yeah, and that was in a year, Kevin, where everybody assumed one of the New York teams would win the Atlantic. The Raptors were able to secure that division, and they're going to be a team to be reckoned with going forward.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Luis Scola, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for Johnson. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Terrence Ross. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Joseph. Here's Lowry after the Sixers pick up 2. Takes a 3, and that one's good. Lowry's got 9.
And it all came together mid-season for the Raptors. They saw an opening in their division, and in the East, they took it.
Okafor with a screen on Lowry. Thompson outside. Here's McRae. DeRozan defending. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
You know, it was really a strong in-conference record for the Raptors. And even though they bowed out of the playoffs to a division foe, they really did show they are one of the teams in the East to be feared this year.
Well, the old days of the dollar-for-dollar luxury tax are gone. The new, more punitive luxury tax really changing the way the league does business. Teams like the Knicks and the Lakers and the Celtics, high-revenue teams, they're not nearly as willing to go into that tax anymore. So it really has kind of leveled the playing field.
Now here's DeRozan. He has 6. Carroll. Again, Toronto.
They've had the hotter hand in the first half so far, no question.
Yeah, it's because of all the high percentage shots they've been working for and getting.
And Noel kicks to Roten. There's the pick. Pass to Noel. Here's McRae. 6 to shoot. The 76ers with another miss. And Steve, you mentioned the new luxury tax, and Clark and I talk about it all the time. It's an incremental system. Clark, you know, it starts at 150% above the $15 million over the cap. The tax is 325%.
And Kevin, that's before you get into the repeater penalties. If a team pays the luxury tax 4 out of 5 seasons in a row, you tack on another 100%. Those numbers could even affect big market teams.
The 76ers trail by 13. Roten kicks to Thompson. He's looking for Okafor and finds him. Pass to Roten. 76ers moving the ball around. And oh, here we go. Lowry's got the fast break chance. That's good. Lowry's got 5 points now this quarter.
Well, since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off that long distance game here a little bit, and it's probably a good idea.
Yeah, you know, Steve, some teams would prefer to just shoot their way out of a slump, but getting a few to drop from inside the arc is really a good way to get your offense back on track.
Not enough defense there to throw him off his shot. Sometimes it takes more than one defender on him down low.
Blocked. It's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Now here's DeRozan. He's guarded closely. Embiid with the steal. 1:02 left to play here in the second quarter. Kanan kicks to Stauskas. Thompson in the post. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Rosen dishes to Scola. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, the Pacers gave up a lot to acquire Luis Scola from Phoenix last season, especially for a player who probably didn't fit in the Suns' plans anyway. They gave up Miles Plumlee, Gerald Green, and a first-round pick. That shows you how highly they thought of the Argentine power forward.
And Scola now 34 years of age. His field goal percentage, Clark, has dropped for 5 straight seasons.
Yeah, and his turnover rate rose last season as well, despite primarily shooting from outside. And I think part of that was the fact that he was a rotational player in a reserve for the first time in his career. He's been a career starter until just last season.
Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. Second shot opportunity. And he sinks the layup. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Outside Lowry. Pass to Carroll. He dishes it to Patterson. The feed to Lowry. Launches a three, and that one's good. Lowry's got a pair of triples in the second now for Toronto.
That is not an easy shot right there. He had to get it off over a taller defender.
A little bit of a rainbow three, but like you said, it had to be with the size mismatch.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. It's the Raptors up by 16. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Hey, Kevin. Well, Coach Casey, obviously it's early in the season, but how would you say this team is shaping up in terms of its chemistry and personnel-wise?
I love our guys. We have a great group of young men that are competing hard, and it feels good because I know our guys are totally engaged and focused and giving us what they have.
Coach, thank you for the time. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball shortly. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Philadelphia needs to do a better job guarding That's Lowry.
He has 14 points, and he's picked up 6 points from behind the arc.
Now, his outside stroke has looked really good today.
The 76ers trail by 16. So on the floor for Philadelphia, they've got Dub. Isaiah Cannon is out there with Tony Roden. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Embiid in at the pivot spot, manning the middle.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Johnson sends the screen for Lowry. He feeds it to Johnson. 13 feet away. Here's Valanciunas. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Great job. Taking right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Well, last year at the free throw line, he was successful 76% of the time.
First free throw is good.
Valanciunas, a young big man with some offensive promise. He can score on the left block. He's developing a nice touch from mid-range. Very intriguing player with that size and skill set.
Boy, I tell you what, he does not look like your typical big man up there at the line. He has an excellent stroke and a percentage to match.
Here's Cannon. There's the dish to Covington. Cannon. It's good on the putback. Cannon's got 9.
That's purely a hustle play there. Getting to the offensive glass for the tip in, well done.
And that's, a quality you see any strong offensive rebounder possess. And we saw it right there.
Yeah, it's the anticipation more than anything. It's understanding where that ball is going before anybody else on the floor does.
Carroll passes to Johnson, and that one is hammered home. Absolutely, Clark. No one in his airspace on that dunk.
Yeah, but come on, Kevin. The defense can't let that happen.
I hope they have let it happen more. It's fun to watch that guy fly.
Just a gift, 2 points they gave up. That's awful.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the Raptors pick up 2. Here's Cannon. And the 76ers tack on 2 more. And Valanciunas, a mobile 7-footer with good hands. That's a nice start.
It's always a great place to start when you're a big guy. Can you catch it? And not only good passes, but can you catch bad ones and finish around the rim? He can do all of that.
Here's Valanciunas. 76ers getting the bucket. And the basket by Johnson.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Covington kicks to Embiid. Ross with the steal. Dishes it to Lowry. Ross passes to Valanciunas. That's good. Valanciunas has got 4 points now in the quarter.
I tell you, he's really carrying a lot of the load offensively, and that's almost always good news for them.
Roten dishes to Embiid. Over Valanciunas. Use the shot. To create the angle, but couldn't get it to fall. Here's Ross, kicks to Carroll. And it's Lowry penetrating. Excellent D there from Okafor.
Some rugged defense there against one of the stronger finishers in the game. Boy, nice one-man fast break on that one.
It sure was a stylish finish to cap it off, too.
Raptors leading by 16. Ross kicks to Lowry. Ross sets a screen for Lowry. Elbow shot is on the way. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Feeds it to Covington. And the pass to Keenan. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Now Roten. He's got 7, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense.
Kyle Lowry, an unrestricted free agent this offseason. Last year playing really well in a contract year. The question is, can he maintain that level of play now with this new deal?
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. And Lowry, one of the more underrated players in the NBA, but he's also gotten into it with coaches in the past too, Clark.
Yeah, you know, some locker room concerns, he can rub folks the wrong way, but I tend to always want to give the player the benefit of the doubt in this situation until you know for sure what the issues are. Nothing wrong with a little sandpaper coming from a player that's out there competing.
Now here's Ross. Tight defense on him. And it's Lowry penetrating. Nails the wide-open jump shot. Lowry's got 16.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burdick. Doris, what do you have?
Well, guys, head coach Dwayne Casey has overseen a surprising turnaround in Toronto. Their record has improved in all 3 seasons under his tenure. DeMar DeRozan said, "Since I've been here, he preaches the same thing. He told us to stick with it, and it worked. Everything came together like he said it would. Gentlemen."
Pound the rock. The team motto. They put in the work and stayed consistent. Thanks, Doris. So it's Toronto now. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Clock at 6. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
Jonas Valanciunas bulked up going into last season and tore up the NBA Summer League. Big things expected, but he sort of plateaued a bit in year 2, but I still think the future's bright for him.
And for Valanciunas last season, a drop in field goal and free throw percentage. But, while his rebounding improved, he's still learning NBA defense, struggling at times against pick and rolls in various matchups.
Valanciunas wears his heart on his sleeve. You can see how much he wants to be great.
Yeah, he's hungry. He plays with a hunger that you love to see. I mean, oftentimes he can get down on himself. It's tough to be patient, but he's only 22. I think we've got to give him a little more time. I think he's going to be really good, Kevin, in the years ahead.
Now here's Roten. 7 points in the game.
And I think the work on the boards has been a big key for their success in this game, guys.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, it's been total control on the boards for him.
Here's Lowry. They lead by 14. Ross kicks to Lowry. Pass to Johnson. Now here is Lowry. He's tightly guarded. That's good.
You know, he was smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Agreed. As long as he picks his spots, his outside shot will be hard to block, no matter who's on him.
Philadelphia with the ball. Here's Keenan. That 3 off target. Had some space there after the little pump fake. Raptors leading by 16. Ross passes to Lowry. Here's Johnson. That ball's nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Lowry's got his 3rd assist on the night.
A career-best performance from Kyle Lowry last season, posting best in scoring and assists. A lot of people felt like he was the player most egregiously overlooked when it came to the All-Star game.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Lowry, arguably the Raptors' best player last season. Despite that, Steve, he was the subject of repeated trade rumors.
Well, it was such a curious situation for Toronto. On one hand, you know, they were trying to rebuild at the beginning of the season, maybe get a top draft pick, and then all of a sudden they started playing well. In the end, no trade. You know, Lowry becomes their best player, and then, you know, he leads them to a top 3 seed in the playoffs. So it's a strange season.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Some changes for Philadelphia.
Well, let's take a look at where Philadelphia ended up rank-wise in the league last year. First in steals, 15th in rebounding, and they were in the top half of the league in assists as well. Not elite level, not quite good, but okay.
And the thing that I like that you talked about, Clark, was the steals, because to me that's their identity as a ball club. #1 in the league in thefts. They tried to take the ball away from the offense and really convert at the other end. And when they got that game going, they were really tough.
And Thompson sends it back. They recover it, but they get it back. Ross dishes to Valanciunas. Here's McCray. He kicks it to Jackson. Jackson missing a... Again, Raptors leading by 18. All going up court. It's rebounded by Aldemir. Philadelphia's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. From the top of the key, he buries it. For Toronto, they've gotten 6 of their 12 shots to drop for him here in the second half so far. And Joseph kicks to DeRozan. They set the pick. Passes it to Joseph. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him. 6 to shoot. Ross for 3. And that one's good. Ross has got 9.
And they've set up countless buckets off assists. That's a huge part of what they've been doing here today.
A lot of dime dropping going on out there, Steve.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to McCray. Launches it. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Mr. Moves. The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far, just above 50%. Johnson with a screen on Jackson. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
You know, they've done a lot of things right in this game, but one thing they have to improve on is their ball security.
They've been lucky. They've had a lot of turnovers, but some of those mistakes just haven't come back to haunt them. But that could change in a hurry.
Luis Scola, he's checked in for Toronto. Patterson comes in for Johnson. Here's McCray. He's got 6. Back to Jackson. The pass to McCray. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from the low block. And Jackson finishes inside. Here's Joseph. Stolen by Jackson. Pass to Aldemir. Here's McCray. Count the bucket. McCray has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You can see that. They're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
Raptors leading by 12. And here is Joseph. Screen by Scola. Joseph, the pass to Patterson. Six to shoot. He dishes it to Joseph. Drains it from beyond the arc. Joseph's got 5 now.
And that kind of defense is just not going to cut it, guys. They have to get a hand in his face.
A new front office starting last season for the Toronto Raptors, and it seemed the roster of the team is going to be subject to some changes as well, as the team shed some of the big money players who hadn't been able to lead this squad to many wins in the past, and now they're looking to a promising future.
Now here's Joseph. 5 points in the game. Patterson a screen on Thompson. Rosen dishes to Ross. And again, it's Toronto converting.
He was 1 step ahead of the defense when he fired that pass for the assist.
The 76ers trail by 17. Noel sets a screen for Jackson. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the night.
Well, the pick worked really well there. Nice job taking it right to the tin for the layup.
Toronto's gone 2 of 2 from long range in the third quarter so far. Scola, great pass to set up the lay-in.
And assists like that have typified their effort today. Great ball movement.
Really an example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Noel sets a screen for Jackson. Right side Jackson. Now the feed to Noel. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Noel's got his second bucket. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits, it may be difficult to overcome. Raptors lead by 15. We'll be back shortly live from the Air Canada Centre in downtown Toronto.
Coming up Tuesday, November 11th, Kobe Bryant and the Los Angeles Lakers take on Michael Connolly and the Memphis Grizzlies. Live from FedEx Forum. Hoops. Action.
And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? Just a difficult pass to make, and he makes it flawlessly. He set up that alley-oop.
Raptors leading by 15. Lowry and DeRozan, they're the backcourt. Scola out there with Patrick Patterson. And it's Carroll in at the 3 set. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto.
The defense playing way too soft there, guys. He's just getting right to the rim.
Philadelphia has gotten the 3-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. They're 6 of 15. And the basket by Jackson. Lowry with the ball. Outside DeRozan. The drive by Lowry. Here's Patterson. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They've been splashing home those threes since halftime.
Definitely a big improvement in their shooting from what we saw before the break.
Now here's Jackson. Thompson outside. Jacks up a 3. The rebound by Patterson. Patterson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And it's DeRozan missing.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
To the left wing. They get it again. Here's Oldemir. Excellent D there for Scola. Raptors leading by 18. Here's Carroll. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Timeout called the 76ers.
Well, Sixers head coach Brett Brown, a basketball lifer. His father was a respected high school coach and actually coached him before he went on to start at point guard at Boston University under Rick Pitino.
Some changes here for the Raptors. Jonas Valanciunas comes in for Luis Scola. And James Johnson is subbed in for Patrick Patterson. About a minute and a half into the 4th quarter now. And Brown was a pretty good player, athletic, fast, great hands. After college, he played professionally in Australia.
And he ended up living there for 17 years. So between growing up in New England and his time down under, he developed an interesting accent. Some have called it Australia. I like his fire, too. He's a competitive, energetic guy.
No good on the second free throw.
How about the game for Okafor? He has 9 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
But he's done a better job than the numbers indicate, really. I think he's been really sound defensively, and he's helped his club.
Carroll with the 3. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now, here's Grant. He feeds it to Roten, passes it to Stauskas. The 76ers again can't hit it. Toronto leading by 22. Lowry with the ball. Now Okafor defending. And Tony Roten gets the whistle there. That is his first foul of the game. Guys, we see teams taking a more data-driven approach. Analytics now, a big part of things. You see that in the front office. And Steve, that brings in some new faces.
Yeah, in fact, in the last 2 years, over a third of the NBA teams have hired new decision makers. So only a couple played in the league, the majority being, more of the analytical types. So there's definitely been a sea change in terms of NBA leadership.
And they'll keep possession. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
And for basketball lifers looking for roles in front offices, I think it's natural to feel threatened by the influx of more analytical minds. The feeling is, and I think it's an accurate one, that those analytical minds are favored because a lot of the owners come from a similar educational background in terms of being comfortable with numbers and wanting to measure things more and attach value to measurements as opposed to feel and experience of playing.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, guys, I was able to hear Dwayne Casey coaching his team during that break. He said making sharp entry feeds, getting the ball into the post, and getting points on the low block is going to be critical the rest of the way. He also wants to see a patient offense, work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, they're operating under the principle that it's never too late to fine-tune the game plan. Kevin, over to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris. And that one's good. 15 points for Johnson.
Well, I don't think the math guys are going away anytime soon in the NBA. I think the best organizations kind of take a holistic approach. They incorporate advanced stats and cap specialists, but there's also a lot of thought in terms of players who fit and experience and youth. It really is kind of one big concoction.
Here's Carroll. Johnson with it. Now guarded by Noel. And stolen by Roten. For the finish. And he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it clicking. It's really explosive.
High octane for sure.
Oof. Yeah, turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities. That's what it's all about.
Here's DeRozan. Philadelphia getting their last shot to go. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, it's Valanciunas. Here's Lowry. No good off the back of the rim.
That's a very low percentage shot. Not good basketball at all. One he probably should have passed on.
And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Embiid, he's checked in for Dub. Thompson comes in for Noel. Robert Covington's checked in for Grant. And it's Thompson in for Stauskas. Now here's DeRozan. Here's Valanciunas. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
They have to box out better than that. And that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Raptors.
Man, they keep piling up the assists, guys. Great ball movement.
Another thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint for plenty of those close-range points. You got to have those.
Roten with it, while recovering on the wing, Thompson. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Covington's shot is off. Raptors leading by 23. Here's DeRozan. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists now in the game.
Not trying to rattle any rims or racks there. Just up and in with the finger roll.
The 76ers shooting at 44%, pretty reasonable. Here's Roten. The 76ers with another miss.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Lowry with the ball, and Roten picks him up defensively. And DeRozan kicks to Valanciunas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
76ers having lots of trouble defending against Valanciunas.
14 rebounds, and some of his offense coming at the foul line with 5 points there.
5 pretty big points, Clark.
That one is off.
Well, dealing with travel, one of the challenges you face as an NBA player. It's amazing just how much easier it's gotten, Clark. I know you and I both played in an era early on where there was commercial travel. Now everybody charters and flies out immediately after a game. You've got leg room, you've got catered meals, so you get more sleep, you get more rest. I think it's had a huge impact on the way NBA teams do business and just the quality of play in general.
Now here's Roten. The dish to Thompson. Now here's Roten. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And he gets it to go.
They're playing with a purpose, guys. The big league becoming bigger. I like the look in their eyes.
And it's on both ends that they've been controlling the action.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
You know, James Johnson really seemed to solidify his place in the league with his play last year. You can tell he's slimmed down, and he's never looked more athletic.
Cannony's checked in for Thompson. And the 76ers with possession. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
I know I'll be looking out for the final score in that Mavericks game. It's going to be close, I think.
Now here's Wright. Tony Roten missing his last shot. Here's Valanciunas. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. And Johnson in great shape, able to play that hustle role.
And he's one bad man, Kevin. He comes from a martial arts family now. James, his parents, and his siblings all are black belts. Don't mess with those folks, man. Do not mess with them.
Right outside. Blocked. Covington passes to Roten. Dishes it to Cannon. Buries it from three-point range. Cannon's got 9 points now in just the second half.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. Remember, he did make one in the first half as well.
Wright dishes to Valanciunas. That's tipped. Now here's Roten. He's guarded by Johnson.
He's not a guy they're going to be able to count on the way he's playing in this quarter.
You know, the NBA continues to get better at analyzing data and charting game results. Shouldn't surprise you that players shoot better off the catch than they do off the dribble. It's a big reason passing and ball movement tends to be more effective than one-on-one isolation play.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto. Damari Carroll's checked in for Negata. DeRozan comes in for the Prophet. And it's Kyle Lowry in for Wright.
Super defensive play. And if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score. So that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
Clock at 4. Here's Carroll. And the Raptors miss again. And Clark, you mentioned the value of passing over isolation basketball. The term has even arisen for that one-man approach. They call it, Steve, hero ball.
Yeah, I think Doc Rivers may have made up that phrase. I love it. It's so true. You can't win with hero ball. You really have to share the basketball. The game is meant to be played with 5 players moving, passing, cutting, and sharing the ball, creating good shots for each other.
Now here is Lowry after the miss from Joel Embiid.
Frustration foul there. You've got to maintain your composure.
Yeah, he lost his cool there, Steve. I mean, you can understand it, but you can't excuse it.
15 foul. At the line for your Raptors, Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Lowry. And so Lowry nails both of them. The 76ers shooting has been dreadful lately, around 28% here in the fourth. Here's Kanan. Offline with his 3. Toronto's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Johnson outside. Johnson double teamed. 5 on the clock. Valanciunas passes to Lowry. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
DeMar DeRozan is starting to piece it together. I mean, we see him upping his scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more confidence. He's becoming more efficient. You know, after a big extension from the Raptors, I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
And guys, when you look at DeRozan, where can he take the next step?
Well, he has the physical tools to be an elite perimeter defender. He's made strides, definitely, but he has the potential, I think, to be even better than what he is right now.
Catching up on the changes for Toronto, Luis Scola. He's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Patterson comes in for James Johnson. And it's Joseph in for DeMar DeRozan.
That's an easy shot there. That's a shot that he should make more often than not. And guys, with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who's watched it. I mean, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Raptors.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capabilities.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
Well, this win gives them a victory in round 1 of what's basically a 4-game fight between these teams this season.
And it will be a fight, Steve. When you see an opponent that many times, it's inevitable that those games take on a little extra meaning for the players.
Now here's Scola. Out left to the wing. Here's Patterson. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. It's been a fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
And he gets it to go.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Well, for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. And the foul goes on Isaiah Cannon. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. And that one misses.
Kyle Lowry at the line for 2.
Good on the second free throw. The 76ers shooting 43% from the field. There's the screen. The 3. Here's Okafor. Off target at the rim.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
And so Toronto.
Kyle, how big a factor was the deep?